Woo! This is not gonna come the day after day 3. I can't. So let me fill y'all in first. So I'm driving straight from Toledo. Well, I went home and dropped off the boat, and then I got all my rods and Whataburger because I hadn't eaten all day. It was a very long day. We'll get into that. But I'm headed to Lake Palestine for the Brain and Belt event that has already started. First day was today. Russell fished it by himself. I knew he'd crush him. I didn't even worry about it. He had 22 pounds. He's sitting in third. But since I'm his fishing partner, I'm in third as well. Even though I didn't contribute jack. Now, I'm gonna have to go freaking help him out tomorrow. We gotta try to pull this thing off. So I'm driving to Lake Palestine now. I'm not tired. Should I be? Maybe. One, I don't get a lot of sleep, guys. I hate. This is the worst part about fishing, is I don't sleep certain nights. I haven't been sleeping well. I was up at 3:30 thinking about some things, all kinds of stuff, and then didn't have the best day today. Now, I knew I probably wouldn't. I told y'all that I was gonna kind of go for it. I tried to frog, and I caught some on it, right? Never had a big bite. I had depended everything on sight fishing, and sight fishing did pull off a big bag and get me in the cut. So it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You got to choose something. That's what I chose. Now, I didn't exactly get to fish like I wanted to all day long. That's why it's a long story. I had a little boat problem. Crazy thing is I heard it at like 11 or 12. I don't know what time it was. And when I did, my buddy Kelly, who I was staying at his house, he decided to come up last night. And I called him. And I wasn't having the greatest day. And I was like, hey man, during the tournament, mind you, I was like, hey, I'm not doing great, and I'm hearing a little problem in my motor or something. I don't know. So the deal was, I was like, hey, listen, I still have to get to Palestine. Like, my head's thinking I got to get to Palestine sometime tonight. And if I break down, I'm not even worried about weighing in at this point. I know that sounds crazy, but like, it is what it is. I'm a long ways from takeoff, a long ways. I got to figure out how to get in. I got a lot of, I'm not broke down yet. I had a feeling, I had a bad feeling. I went to go check that 6-pounder that I left, and that's where I was going. I wasn't going to go fishing there. I had exhausted all that the day before. My whole plan was to fish pretty much new water. And I did fish a lot of new water. I think I caught 4 out of the 5 I caught today were in new water. Like, I was doing what I thought I was going to go do, and I had 3 more hours to go do it. Is what my plan was, but I was still going to go check the 6-pounder. On the way there, it started knocking. I gassed on it a little bit, and it didn't really respond. So now I'm thinking, okay, we might have a problem. So I called up Kelly, told him what the deal was. I said, eventually, if I don't make it in, you might have to come get me. So I go check the 6-pounder, and I start fishing around, and then I was like, man, I have a bad feeling that if I go to running around like I wanted to, right, to go check things, it might not, I might get somewhere else and stuck while I'm trying. I don't know. So I ended up just not leaving, not starting my boat from then on, and I just fished, and I think I caught 1. It wasn't really what I wanted to do. 6-pounder was gone. About an hour and a half goes by, and all of a sudden I get this call from Kelly. And mind you, we're really not supposed to be on our phone. And I'm not. I mean, it was kind of, I wouldn't say an emergency, but I was kind of preparing myself. And when he called, I said, hey, what's up? He said, hey, where are you? I said, well, I'm over here. I'm over here in Indian Creek. He said, yeah, I'm over here as well. I said, what? So anyways, he knew me. I mean, we've known each other for 15, I don't even know how many years now. I'm not calling him up in the middle of a tournament and telling him, man, I got an issue with a boat, I think. He knows me, and he knows that I wouldn't just randomly, like, I wouldn't be like, maybe. He ended up putting his boat in and just driving over there. He didn't know I was going to even stay there. He just did. Well, anyways, he gets there, he watches me fish for like 30, 45 minutes. I said, hey, I'm going to leave about, I don't know how long it takes me to get there, but I'm going to leave 30 minutes early. It was like 29, and I took off. It started sounding bad, and I didn't make it 2 to 3 miles. So it's done. All right, and I was like, I knew it. Now I'm 20 miles away from my boat and trailer, 20 miles away from takeoff. I'm like, I gotta drive to Palestine. It's already been a frustrating day, because not only did I not catch fish that great, but then kind of being stuck and not being able to go do what I want. That's really frustrating. Like, I know it was a couple hours, but I mean, I caught a lot of those big ones the day before in like an hour or two. So, in about the same time, it was like 12 to 2 is when I caught most of them. So, anyways, I pretty much was like, hey, I'm not weighing in. I called up Hank, let him know. I'd already called up Hank after I called Kelly. I wanted to let Hank know that I was on my phone. So I called up Hank, so he kind of knew that I was like, hey, if I don't make it, this is what's going on. Hank's the tournament director, Hank Weld. So anyways, I call up Hank, and I said, Hank, and he goes, you didn't make it, did you? I'm like, nope. He's like, I said, well, here's the deal. My buddy Kelly's here. I just wasn't planning on coming to the weigh-in. I was just going to let him know. And he said, well, what about your buddy? Can you get in his boat? I said, yeah, I mean, like, what are my options? Tell me what I'm allowed to do. He said, well, your marshal's there. And luckily I got all this on video too, but he's like, your marshal's there. Because I was like, hey, can I send my marshal with my fish, with my buddy, with him, and like I'll stay with my boat? Because we don't have much time. Is if I did want to weigh in. He said, man, it would be a lot better if you and your marshal got in his boat and he stays with your boat. And then another guy pulled up. I don't know his name. Maybe he'll get on here and comment. He pulled up last second while we were like right there. He ended up towing my boat to a boat ramp with my buddy Kelly in it. And then me and my marshal took off in my buddy Kelly's boat, hightailing it. Now, when I was throwing fish from like one boat to the other, and, life jacket, and my marshal I left everything in there. All I grabbed was wallet, phone, and keys. How to get my keys. I said, hey man, I'm 15 minutes away. Can I make it? And they're like, yeah, we think. So I got on it. And I got on it. You would have thought I stole that boat. And which kind of felt like I did, because we just hijacked it and took off. I was getting it. And his boat is fast. And I've never driven it. You know how it is. I'm about to drive 15 minutes going all out in a boat I've never been in, and it's my buddy's boat, and I freaking let it eat the whole way. So we get there with 22 seconds left, and I talked to all the bunch of the bass guys. All knew what was going on, the officials and stuff, and they were all laughing, going, he ain't gonna make it, because they were like, there's not even a boat in sight, and there's 3 minutes left. And then they said, oh, there's one boat way over there. And they're like, if that's gotta be him, and if it's not, he ain't making it. And they said they watched me for about 30 seconds, and they're like, that guy ain't following no boat lanes, that's him. And luckily I do know Toledo enough that I wasn't really in any, but I was not following, at that point in time, I was not following boat lanes. I knew where I could run. because every morning when I took off, no one ever went the direction I went, or they all followed boat lanes, and I'm the only one not running boat lanes because I knew. But anyways, yeah. So I made it. Didn't catch them great. I get it. I mean, under the circumstances, though, I was about to pretty much finish 10th for not weighing in. And so I ended up coming in 8th. Won me an extra couple $1,000. You know, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like my buddy Kelly, I owe him one. I mean, listen, I say I owe him one. Me and him, that ain't an owe you one. Me and him that's just what we do. Like, that's what you do for buddies. That's why you got buddies like that. You know, I got a couple friends like that man, I call and drop them a dime. So now I'm driving to Palestine. Same stuff I got rigged up. That's what I'm gonna fish with tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. I'm not changing anything up. I don't know. And yeah, it's kind of getting dark, man, isn't it? This will probably come out Monday because I'm not gonna have any time to upload this or do any of this. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't know what I'm gonna make about Toledo Bend. I hadn't even thought about it yet. I might be able to make a waters video. Let me kind of look at it and see. It's got some cool stuff. It's got some not so cool. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do. Like Lake Darnell, I'm not doing that one. That one's not that. It wasn't that interesting in practice. The tournament was kind of cool, but my buddy Marshall's calling me. All right, well, that's it, guys. I'm now, yeah, I'm all jacked up. Got me some Whataburger, done eating. Gonna go try to over here and go win this Brandon Belt deal for $50,000. And if I don't win it and we come in second, it's $20,000. And if we come in third, it's $10,000. You get where I'm going with this, guys? I just had to go compete against 230 guys, right? With a chance to win 50 grand. Or over here, I'm about to go fish against, I don't know how many are in this thing, for 50,000. Now I guarantee you second place is more money. I didn't even look at how much money I won. I have no idea. I'm about to check that out. I don't even know where to look at that. I just left. Like I said, I left. So they weighed me in first, and because I was like, hey, guys, I got to get going. So they allowed me to weigh in first because I think they go 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah. So they let me go in first. I walked off stage, talked to a couple people real quick. No nothing. Just got in the boat and took off because I had to go drive his boat back and get in my truck and then drive all the way back over there and then drive. You know, you get where I'm going? Yeah, like covered a lot of miles already today. All right, that's the update. I didn't even talk about fishing, right? Sorry. Fishing, I don't know, pretty uneventful. Caught some popping perch fish, caught a couple sight fish. I tried to make some things happen. I didn't do it. I didn't get it done. I tried. Anyways, wish me luck in this one. On to another tournament. See you guys.